I wonder if I'll be able to come up with a clever intro every time. No. Alejandro started the conversation yesterday by asking you questions about cheating. This week we are talking about cheating versus emotional eating, and I'm actually going to talk about both. I really wanted to talk about the difference between tweet, see you on Twitter, between cheating and emotional eating, and cheating and going off plan. I can choose cinnamon, aluminum. Okay. I consider cheating mindful, planned, and conscious. So those are going to be my three adjectives. Cheating is a mindful deviation from your plan, something that is a conscious behavior, and that you've planned. So for example, when I am going to a party and I decide, okay, I'm going to, instead of eating my losing weight calories, I'm going to go up to my maintain weight calories but not go above that, I consider that cheating. Because you can't really call it a losing weight diet if you're eating your maintain weight calories. However, going up to maintain weight every now and again is not bad for you, and I just consider it kind of fudging the plan. It's like a little cheating. It's like, okay, well, I'll have a few hundred more calories, but it's not going to totally derail me. That to me is cheating. Now, I don't call it cheating because it's within the plan. So the definition really is going to be flexible depending on who you're talking to and how they view their plan. But for example, Weight Watchers has flex points. I don't even know the term, but it's those extra points that you just can have whenever you want. I think they're called flex points. And also, Jenny Craig has the same thing. They have limited free items, and you're supposed to have up to 3, which means little extra calories that you can have here and there that are not going to totally ruin your plan. Now, on the other hand, I consider going off plan to be an emotional eating. This is where we get into emotional eating. To be mindless, unplanned, uncontrolled, and emotional. Now, coming from me, that's going to be different than coming from somebody else because I was a binge eater, and I still could be at times when I'm not careful and watching myself. But to me, emotional eating is going off plan, because cheating, when we're talking about cheating versus emotional eating, cheating really is more of a planned thing in your head. It's calculated and it's done intentionally. You know you're going to be okay, and you kind of just do it because you want to. Emotional eating usually for me means going off plan, and means perhaps mindlessly going about eating too much, intentionally shutting off the calorie counter in your brain or that part of you that self-regulates, and allowing yourself to go crazy. And that's the sort of thing that will completely derail you. So to the questions, do I take cheat days? I guess so. When are they? Whenever I find I'm going to be going to a party or going out to dinner or going to some sort of day-long celebration, or if I know I'm not going to be home all day long, those are usually the days I will allow myself to go higher in calories and be okay with it and plan it in. And no, I don't consider cheating going off plan. I consider going off plan to be when you do something that's completely not even accounted for, not calculated, not written down, not tracked, whatever. What derails me completely? Happiness. That is my form of emotional eating. What really causes me to go off plan completely is being very happy and surrounded by joyful things. Social eating, but actually emotional eating is just any time that you eat out of emotion unconsciously. That's my definition, is when it becomes unconscious behavior. How do I get back on plan? I make written goals, which I talked about in my video today on my own channel. I make written goals that are small. I mean, when I fall off the wagon, I take baby steps to get back on the plan again. I don't try and just do everything all at once, because that leads to failure. So, like after California, for me, on plan was first eating within a regular calorie limit, and then it was, okay, now I'm going to start drinking a bit more water, and okay, now I'm going to start journaling. And that was not necessarily all chronicled in videos, but I took baby steps with myself to get back on plan completely. And it's been... it's the last week of January, and I've been trying for 3 weeks now to get back on plan, and I finally feel like I really am back on plan. So those are my random thoughts. This video is too long, and I have to cut it out. I think that cheating is a wonderful thing within a plan. It allows you a little freedom, it allows you a little craziness without derailing your weight loss. Going off plan and emotional eating is another option that is not ideal and is generally something that will totally throw you off and in many respects delay or reverse progress that you've made. So the only thought I can give is that if you are finding yourself eating emotionally a lot, take a baby step, number one, and pull your emotional eating down to cheating. And make it just slightly more than you need to be rather than completely out of control. You can still eat and be a little crazy, but make it conscious. That's the first step. And then once you're conscious, then you can slowly pull back to the losing weight and then go forward from there.